Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about why Houston Texans linebacker Christian Harris is a rising star for the Houston Texans. Christian Harris, third-round pick in the 2022 NFL Draft from Alabama, who played 12 games with 11 starts for the Texans last year with one interception, which he returned that interception for 20 yards. He had 5 passes deflected, 1 forced fumble, 1 sack, 74 tackles, and 6 tackles for loss with 3 QB hits. Has been dominating in Houston Texans training camp so far. He did have 1 pass breakup today. He's been dominating the linebacker out of all the linebacker room. He is viewed as the linebacker 1 for the Texans. He's viewed as the first starter for the Houston Texans linebackers going into, looking at the depth chart. He is someone I see as potentially being, a rising star for the Houston Texans this season. I'm not saying when I say this, I'm not saying, well, their games do remind me a little, very similar actually, but I just think the step forward that he is going to take reminds me a lot what Zach Cunningham did in his second season. He was Zach Cunningham for the Texans. He was good in his rookie season, but the step with the Texans that you saw him take in his second season with the Texans, you saw him turn into a really solid rookie, which is exactly what Christian Harris was last year, until a Pro Bowl player that was playing phenomenal. I think he was even a Pro Bowler in his second year, or maybe that was his third season. I think his development is going to be a lot like Zach Cunningham's development was with the Texans. You saw him have a great rookie year, and then his second and third year, he started to really play well for the Texans. But I think Christian Harris has potential to be better than Zach Cunningham is. He's physical. He's a leader. He's a great run stopper, and he's strong, and he can really do everything on the field for the Texans as well. If you need him, he had 1 pick last year. He only played 12 games. He can rush the quarterback as a linebacker. He had 3 QB hits last year with 1 sack and only 12 games as a linebacker. He's a guy I think for the Texans. If he can work well in this D'Amico Ryan system, which I think that's going to be a big thing on how he plays next year. He has all of the tools to be a rising star for the Houston Texans. And I think, honestly, and I love Will Anderson, but I think if anybody on this Texans defense is going to be a Pro Bowler this year, I could really see it being Christian Harris. Maybe Jalen Petrie, maybe Derek Stingley Jr., but I think if anybody is going to be a Pro Bowler on this Texans defense this year, I think it will be Christian Harris. I think he's a rising star. I think he'll have a great year this year. I think he'll get over 100 tackles. I think he'll get multiple forced fumbles. I think he'll get multiple sacks. And I think he will be the leader of the Texans linebacker room and maybe the whole leader of the Texans defense. I think he's going to have a huge year for the Texans this year. And I really could see Christian Harris being a Pro Bowler this year. And if not this year, the year after that. I expect big things from Christian Harris this year for the Houston Texans. I think he is going to have a huge year. And you guys have your thoughts on Christian Harris. I think he's going to have a huge year with the Houston Texans. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Texans.